Once upon a time, 3 little pigs lived with their mother in a small house. One day, the 3 brothers decided to take flight and build their own homes. The mother pig, full of concern, warned them to build solid homes to protect themselves from the terrible, hungry wolf. After embracing her 3 little ones with affection, she let them set off to build their dreams. The first little pig, full of enthusiasm, met a man carrying a bale of straw. He kindly asked if he could use the straw to build his house, and the generous man gave it to him. The second little pig met a man carrying a load of wood, and politely asked for a few pieces to build his own home. The man gladly offered him the wood. The third little pig met a man carrying bricks. Confident, he asked for a few bricks to build a big, solid house with a chimney. The man gave him enough bricks for the task. Once their houses were complete, the 3 little pigs returned to their new homes, unaware of the wolf who was secretly watching them. The wolf, hungry and mischievous, licked his lips at the sight of them. He wondered which of the tasty pigs he would devour first. He opted for the little pig in the straw house. He knocked on the door and asked the pig if he could come in. The frightened pig refused, but the wolf was obstinate and blew with all his might until the straw house flew away. The little pig hurried back to his brother's wooden house. However, the wolf chased after them and blew again, causing the wooden house to fly away. The 2 little pigs ran to the brick house for safety. The wolf, furious and determined, tried to destroy the brick house, blowing with all his might, but failed. This time, he failed to bring the house down. He returned to the forest to devise a new plan. Back in his lair in the heart of the forest, the wolf cursed the pigs and came up with new evil ideas to catch them. A few days later, the 3 little pigs saw the wolf arriving with a ladder in his hand. The wolf set the ladder against the wall of the house to reach the chimney and climbed up. They had noticed him. The cunning third pig placed a cauldron full of water and lit a fire in the chimney. When the wolf climbed down the chimney, he fell into the cauldron. His cry of pain echoed for miles around, and he escaped down the chimney, never to be seen or heard from again. The 3 pigs were happy and sure that he'd never come back to bother them. They knew they could always count on each other to meet any challenge. And so our story ends.
Once upon a time, in a snowy village, lived a young girl called Daisy. She lived in a modest little house. Every year, as Christmas approached, Daisy felt a deep sense of loneliness. She longed for family, friends and someone to share the warmth of the season with. Meanwhile, miles away, in a big house adorned with sumptuous decorations, lived another young girl called Peach. She lived alone and had everything she wanted, but she felt an emptiness in her heart. She longed for someone with whom she could share the Christmas spirit. What Peach and Daisy didn't know was that they were actually twin sisters, separated at birth following a family tragedy. Fate, it seemed, was finally going to reunite these 2 soulmates in the run-up to Christmas. One day, Daisy decided to venture into the snowy forest to find wood to heat her home. As she searched, she slipped and got stuck in a deep hollow. At the same time, Peach, having decided to take a walk in the forest, heard cries coming from further away. She followed the sound of distress until she came to a large pit. She saw Daisy trapped at the bottom of the hole. With the help of the villagers, they managed to get her out safely. When Peach helped Daisy up, they looked at each other wide-eyed, as if they'd seen each other somewhere before. Their resemblance was striking. It was then that an old village woman, Madame Impa, revealed that she had been their nursemaid, and told them the truth about their relationship. Peach and Daisy were indeed twin sisters, separated at birth after the tragedy that had struck their family. Everyone was shocked. The two sisters, moved and happy, grew weary and felt a strong bond uniting them. Over time, Daisy and Peach forged a close friendship. This was the first time they had spent Christmas together. They felt the greatest happiness in their hearts. They didn't need any presents. Only the presence of a sister with whom to share these moments was enough. This story tells us that the meeting of these two souls was the most beautiful Christmas gift they could have imagined. They knew that their love would be the greatest treasure they'd searched for all their lives.
On the last day of the year, the Mushroom Kingdom was filled with joy and excitement as everyone got ready for the big New Year's Eve party at Princess Peach's castle. Mario and Luigi, the brave brothers, put on their best clothes and they started their journey to the party. They were full of excitement. The castle wasn't far, and they couldn't wait to see the big fireworks, but on their way, an unexpected encounter changed their plans. They met a sad Yoshi in the forest. The poor dinosaur had lost his precious egg. Mario and Luigi quickly offered to help the sad Yoshi. Together, they all went through the forest, searching everywhere for the missing egg. They looked between bushes, inside tree holes, and even between big rocks, hoping to find any sign of the missing egg. Their search took them to a cliff, and there they saw the egg hanging on a tree branch that looked like it might break. It was a tricky situation, and the egg was in danger. Thinking fast and working together, Mario, Luigi, and the Yoshi tried to rescue the egg. They reached out to grab it, but just when they were about to catch it, the branch began to crack and the egg started to slip away. In a heart-stopping moment, Mario and Luigi jumped to catch the egg and save it just before it could crash on the rocks.
Mamma mia!
As the sun began to set, they found a quiet spot in the forest to witness the egg hatching, giving birth to a joyful baby Yoshi. It was a moment of pure joy and happiness. Back in Princess Peach's castle, the party guests had started to worry about Mario and Luigi, who were supposed to be there to enjoy the grand fireworks for the New Year's celebration. They wondered if the plumbers would make it in time. Suddenly, to the delight of everyone, Mario and Luigi showed up at the party. The cheers and applause filled the castle as their friends and fellow partygoers welcomed them with open arms. The New Year's party started with the most amazing fireworks in the night sky. It filled the hearts of everyone in the Mushroom Kingdom with joy and wonder.